Good evening and welcome to 7-2's coverage of the TIO NTFL season. It's round 6 with Nightcliff top of the table taking on the Crocs. Joining me to my left tonight is two absolute legends in the territory, Bush Ewing and Walter Gallio. Wal, good evening to start with you, mate. A few notable outs for the Crocs.
Yeah, welcome Nick and welcome to our viewers. And yeah, so Richard Tamblings, Jared Brennan, Leroy Jetta, Gilhouse and Riley Owen, some of the outs
Huge
for
outs.
Crocs, and you know they've got a few injury problems, so Shannon's done really well with his side to get the balance pretty well right with some of his young players missing this weekend as well, like Isaac White.
Darren Ewing, thanks for joining us. Your first time in the commentary box. How are you, sir?
Yeah, very good. Thanks for having me. Yeah, very excited to be up here. It's a great spot up here. Got the best view in the house, and looking forward to the two top teams going for it tonight.
Your old mate Cam Islett's out there tonight running around for Nightcliff. How have you seen his form this year?
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of games, but I've read the best players, and he's obviously still getting a kick. So no, he's going well, and looking forward to see how he goes tonight.
He's pretty handy, isn't he? Walter, what's the weather doing outside, my friend?
Yeah, it's pretty warm, but there's a fair breeze sort of to the pints and to the right of screen, so it should be that's a scoring end. In the previous two games, that was, especially in the last one, that was a scoring end where we saw Waratahs come home with a flurry of goals towards the end against Buffalo. So I'd say right of screen's the way to go.
It's top of the table clash here at TIO tonight. It's going to be an absolute rip snorter as the players move into positions, getting ready to go. So here we go, round 6. Nightcliff taking on the Crocs as we're underway. The ball thrown up. Bit of a scrap on. Cammy Eilert gets sat on. No, it's not Cammy Eilert. Yes, it is. Absolutely sat on. He was then. No free kick. So we'll do it all again in the middle. Nice tap out there from Miles. So here's McAdam on the outer wing. Gets a handball. Looks to put it inside 50. No, just hits up the short target and Staunton. Staunton is that good at ground level. Handball out the back. So ball in dispute. Philo with the kick over the shoulder. Clever, nice little tap there. So we're down at centre half forward with a nice looking kick. Here's Phil Wills. Ignores Cam Eilert, goes further out to Bowes. So kept in there from Brewer. That one might have gone over the line. Umpire says play on, and that one does. It's a little bit scrappy, Wall, early.
Yeah, it's a little bit scrappy, but there's some good matchups through the midfield. Gallio's gone to Eilert, and Philo's playing his lone hand at the moment. And Dean Staunton's, his consistency up forward for districts has been very good early in the year.
So Philo with a quick kick inside 50. Pops out to the excitement machine in Holt Fitz. Kick underway is across the face and through for the first score of the night. It's Nightcliff one behind. The Crocs yet to score. It's even heating up in this commentary box, isn't it, Buff?
Yeah, it is a little bit.
Cheers.
The aircon's on. Levi, sort that out.
So here's Gallio with a long kick. Now it might work out here okay. Here's Wheeler. Goes and wins his own ball again and sees it over the line. Another boundary throw in.
So it's been a sort of touchy and feely start to the game where they're just trying to sort each other out and trying to get their balance, and the coaches are working pretty hard and using their runners to get their balance right and their mix-ups around the contest.
Well, Josh Ennis just jumped straight into the back. Umpire says no worries. Here's Philo. He's been busy early. Gets a nice kick in the centre half forward direction. Will stands under it, drops the mark. Here's Ogden. Classy player. Gets it out to McAdam. Dances around the big unit in Morris. And a nice kick delivers well down there to Michael Mummery.
Philo's coming off for a rest pretty early in the quarter.
He's blowing out already. The big boy. Here's McAdam, gets it back, puts it inside 50 with nice kick in the Farrow direction. Here we go, kick over the top is a clever one. It might dribble through. Yeah, it does. And Shane Thorne gets the first here for the Crocs. It's clever work from Thorne there, wasn't it, Buff?
Yeah, it was. He's a very crafty player. He's hasn't played for a few years, but he's back out at districts this year. He's started a new club and a fresh start, and then he's a very good player. When he's on, he's very hard to stop.
Yeah, he's been very good, Shane, for them up forward. He's given them the target, but also just watching him closely last week, where you can sit a bit closer out at districts at Fred's Pass. He does a lot of organising and talking to the younger players around him, gets them organised. So he's been a really good pickup for Shannon this year.
Great pickup. He's having a great season so far, back in the middle. And Innes gets a tap down for the Crocs. McLaughlin with the clearance up to centre half forward. And it's all Nightcliff at ground level. Bit of a thumble. Not too bad. Here's Cam Eilert. Just pops it over the top. Here's this Roger Morris. He's a big unit and he's pretty good at ground level too. Have a look at that. Dances around a few. Gets a kick up to centre half forward. Will stands underneath it. Just in dispute for the moment. There's Sam Smith. Might get your thoughts on Sam Smith a little bit later, Walt, with the draft coming up. Is Lionel Ogden. There's another man that's had a great year so far. Cam Eilert drops a mark. Just a quick little flick out there from Reeve. So the kick up in the Farah direction, out of his reach. And Nightcliff at ground level. It was a bit of thumbly going on stuff here. Wilson with a little chipper. Hans Buderick. And the kick. It's not a very good one to a 3-on-1. So the Crocs will look to reload. Here's Shane Thorne. Just weighing up his options, having a look inside. Umpire's wave play on now. Nice kick across centre forward. Gets chopped off though. Daniel bowls there for Nightcliff. Does well, just taps it on. Cossack. Wills. Spun out of nothing really, but it works out anyway. It's the kick into the forward 50 for Nightcliff. Beautiful work there. Have a look at that kick on the way. Is a good one. Didn't see that one coming, Walt, but it got through.
No, Matty Bricknell doesn't doesn't get a lot of possessions, but when he's up forward, he finishes really well in front of goals. He's been like that all through his juniors, and now even at senior level for the last couple of years, when he has a shot on goal, he does. And just districts going a little bit shallow in that forward entry, Darren.
Yeah, they did. Thorny probably had to get that in a bit deeper there just to put a bit of pressure on the Nightcliff backs. But yeah, that was a great effort by Brickers. His second and third efforts there and spun and kicked the goal. It was a great finish. He's a good finisher, Matthew Bricknell.
So back in the middle, ball thrown up. Rocks at ground level. There's about 5 Nightcliff players just sit on top of him. And umpire circling, says it's my ball. So we'll do it all again. It's a goal apiece here at TIO. So just sorting it out in the middle. Ball on the deck. And it's popped out now. McAdam gets a quick kick out of the pack. It's a good one too. So Valance gets a long kick in the Farah direction, flies, good at ground level, kick on the way, he's just off to the left. And Districts get their first behind for the night. It's 7 points apiece each.
Brad Valance has been good for Districts this year, really straightens them up, and the midfield of Nightcliff doing the job at the moment, just holding that ball in and trying to make it a scrap.
Would you have gone the traditional drop punt there, Buff, or the little cheeky snap?
No, I probably would have. Well, I would have been on my right foot, so I would have. I don't know what I would have done.
Kick inside 50.
But no, he probably should have finished that, Willie. It was good to see the boys getting quick to him, and it'll be hard to stop when he's one-on-one.
Here's Valance with a long kick to the top of the goal square. Now it's just over the top and through for a behind.
So inside 50's a 6-4 so far, and Districts have sort of make a meal of those last couple of shots on goal. Districts have kept the ball pretty efficient, and Nightcliff have turned the ball over 5 times and twice in their forward or defensive half.
Cam Ollett just kicks to himself and then finds Wilson. So Wilson in the back pocket for Nightcliff, gets a long kick out, bit of a fresh area there. Smith does well, gets a handball over the top in the Rusker direction. Brendan Rusker, nephew of Shan Rusker Wall?
Yeah, nephew of Shan, son of Robbie. Robbie was a stalwart of the districts, as the Rusker family has been for a lot of years.
That one slapped over the line. We'll have a boundary throw in. You're just having a good look at Jonathan Miles. He's a big man too, isn't he? There's some big units in the Nightcliff side tonight.
He's really slimmed down too.
His Holt Fitz nearly got on the end of it, but Bowden chopped it off for the Crocs. So Nightcliff looked to reload, get the little chipper over the top. There's a bit of an ear massage there from the dreadlocked Daniel Butcher. So Crocs just working it down the wing. And Shane Thorne again, been busy early. Nearly a mark there, but just dropped that. Have a look at that. Walter Gallio Jr. off the left.
Teaching that well?
No, I can't take the credit for that.
I would.
His sister's probably sitting at home. They'll probably take the credit for Kendall and Ashley sitting there. They'll take the credit for that one.
For those viewing at home and unaware that Walter to my left here, it was his young fella, Clinton, that just dobbed that goal on the left. Is he a left footer, Walt?
No, he's a right footer.
No. What are you?
I could kick both in my day, mate. Yeah.
That's what my dad says too.
Yeah, it's like Darren and I, we're pretty much same sort of players. We kick both feet.
Yep. Unbelievable scenes in the commentary box. Bit of tyre pumping up. Hang on as we're back in the middle. Just getting sorted out. Ball pops out. Staunton might get on the end of that. And the kick inside 50, and it's Cammy Eilert.
By himself again. Doesn't man up, does he?
No, he doesn't.
He reads the play so well. That's what's made him a great player over so many years.
So Eilert gets a kick out to the outer wing. Just goes over the line. What's the umpire going to do?
Out of bounds on the full far side.
There we go. So Nightcliff can reload. It's a clever kick. Wills. Just like to see Will's at full fitness. Well, have you seen, how's he been trekking?
Yeah, he's slowly getting there. He had a pretty interrupted Thunder season, same with his NTFL season so far, but he's been doing the work in the gym, and he's starting to get his body pretty right, so hopefully he can sustain the rest of the year now.
Cruel with the flying shot there for Nightcliff, but just off to the right. That's 2-2-14 to 1-2-8. Southern Districts in control here. So the kick out finds Valance. He just taps it on to Mummery. Worked this well. Risky kick though. Gets chopped off. It's going to come back in. Udiri finds Wilson. Bit of an average kick. Thorne to himself. Chopped off there from Bowles. Just the double kick there. Haven't seen that for a while. Have you, Buff?
No, it was pretty clever. But, Nightcliff are just butchering this going forward a bit in the early stages.
Philo to the top of the square. There's a sit out the back. Comes to the deck. Nightcliff with numbers at ground level. Have a look at that. Is a nice goal.
Farron James, you
little ripper.
Yeah, they sort of been scrapping the ball forward, and just the forward entries haven't been great, but they got numbers around, and Districts just didn't work back through the midfield. They got sort of caught waiting out. Shane Thorne did a fantastic job to hold the ball over, and then he smothered, and then that fantastic double kick sort of got him inside 50. And Farron James, the boy from Tennant Creek, has moved to Darwin. And he gets his first for the game. Bricknell kicked the other one. And Thorne and Gallio for Districts.
I love how you go about it with the stats, Well. You know, the other two, there was two last year that didn't do it either, and there's two more that don't do it this year too.
Yeah.
You're the stat man, that's what I love about you. I think there's a song about that as we're inside 50.
Maybe we could get
There's a
Darren
go.
to sing
no,
it.
I was thinking scat man, not stat man. Sorry, I stuffed that up, didn't I?
No.
So Nightcliff got this one inside 50.
Is it Clayton Holmes with the ball? Can't see.
It's Blake Brewer.
Oh, Blake Greer, yep.
So Blake Brewer with the kick. He's across the face and through for a behind.
Score's locked up again here at TIO Stadium.
So the umpire says play on, under pressure here. Oh, Gaelic footy style, that one.
Not sure if that's holding the ball. He sort of kicked it. He didn't throw it over.
I looked at. I didn't know he played Gaelic football as well, Walter.
Lionel's a talented man.
Anyway, Brody Philo, he opens the account for himself. And they move to 3-3-21. Southern Districts 2-2-14. 14 minutes gone in the first quarter here at TIO Stadium.
It's been a pretty even game across. I thought just up until the last couple of minutes, I thought Districts were little bit more structured and used the ball well. But with the re-entries there, watching the replay there, it sort of didn't look real good for Lionel.
Well, that is the Gaelic footy. That's what they. It's like a bounce, isn't it?
Chipping yourself.
Yeah.
Like nearly did it a couple of times playing for the Sydney Swans.
He did too, didn't he?
When he first started playing.
I remember watching young Conor McGregor that's on Essendon's list when he first played, and he ran about 70 metres and kept running like Forrest Gump style. Just kept going. Did the big boy.
Brady Lake's gone into the ruck for Districts.
There you go. You heard it here first. As Cam Eilert, look at that footwork through traffic, gets the kick, but Smith there for the Crocs to chop that one off. It's a little bit frantic. So the ball gets just popped out for the moment. Here's Smith again, does well. It's clearing handball, but it's straight to Eilert. Eilert with a long kick, inside 50. Wills flies, good at ground level. He goes, chucks it on the left. No, totally misses it. Stinks it up, does the big boy. McAdam and Brewer go head to head. Here's Wills again. There's another little Gaelic style little kick from Holt Fitz. Gets it back. You can't kick him from there. No, you can't. You put him straight in on the full there, don't you, Buff?
Yep.
Would you have kicked that, sir?
Nah, probably not.
No.
I would have centered it. Unselfish.
Would you?
Yeah.
Unselfish.
Just
Good man.
seems like Nightcliff's last couple of minutes, their intensity's really raised, and they got numbers around the football.
Oh, they're starting to look good. Bit of a shove in the back. Went to ground pretty easily there, did McAdam. So a drop mark there to Wheeler. Just gets the handball over the top.
Ball seems to be a bit slippery in hand.
It does. Oh, Wills tries to take someone's head off. Umpire says play on. He's Cammy Eilert. Gets a handball to Brewer. He's stunk that one up. Here's Staunton. Gets it inside 50 to Farah on the chest. He'll have a set shot.
Willie's had a bit of an indifferent year this year. He's sort of played 1 week and then missed the next, and he's turned that over, trying to short pass, trying to hit Staunton. Nightcliff get it outside 50. Re-entry there by Southern Districts. Nightcliff good off the ground. Good tackle there. It's back inside 50. Plays around. There's a scrimmage. Nightcliff come out the back and get the ball going forward.
So it's coming. Looks like it might be coming back. Here's Ogden, gets the Shepherd on there for Bowden. Bowden just dances around a few. Comes back across ground. Goes across. Risky kick. A good mark there from Smith. Safe hands. So pops it over the top to McLaughlin. McLaughlin inside 50 now. They've worked it well, the Crocs. Ball comes to the deck. So Nightcliff just about chop it off again. Quick kick. Eilert comes out at it. The flying man bun in the air. Smith again. He's been good in this little passage of play. Quick kick inside 50 is a good one. And Dylan McLaughlin takes a mark. And we'll kick from about 45 metres out. Well,
yeah, Dylan McLaughlin's a funny one, isn't he? Like, he doesn't star in the game, but if you watch their replays and watch him play, he's just Mr. Consistency, isn't he? Like, he just pops up, does his role really well and plays it well for Districts. He's having a shot from about 45 out. And Cammy Eilert's brought his own footy again early in this game.
He has. Not playing on anyone. Quite selfish. Here's McLaughlin with the kick on the way. It looks like it's just off to the right. Through for a minor.
That's a bit harsh now.
He's a good man. He knows I love him. It's probably my man crush of Darwin.
Here he goes again. He's going to get it.
Here he is. Look at this. See, not playing on anyone. Eilert receives at centre half back. He gets a little chipper over in the Philo direction. Does well. Nice safe hands. So the long kick might work out well. Farron James gets into the back. Umpire right there and pays a free kick.
Even Darren got that one, Nick.
Clinton Gallio. Valance. Ooh. Bit of a hospital ball there. Like Cammy just pulled up.
Darren Albert, one of their Alice Springs contingents. Hit Shane Thorne on the outside. Shane Thorne runs inside 50, looking for Dean Staunton, finds him at the top of the square.
Beautiful work there. Nice passage of play there.
He's just got very good skills, Shane Thorne. He's a complete player when he puts his mind to it. And, you know, as Darren said earlier, he hadn't played for a couple of years and he's found a new home out at Districts and he feels comfortable and he's looking good.
He is. Looking extremely well.
And Dean Staunton, I think, has had a very good year. He's sort of been another bloke. Sort of hasn't played much the last couple of years, and when he's up and going, I think he kicks a few goals, and he's a really good player.
Have a look at that. He puts it straight in to CEO Stuart Totham's window. Nearly went straight through. He'll be lucky he would have had the bill if that went through.
Yeah, he's kicked about 3 goals on average every game so far, Darren. Yeah, so he's been good in that aspect.
So it's all tied up.
Funny taping on there too.
The blue and green number. 3-3, 21 apiece. 20 minutes gone in the first quarter. You're watching 7-2's coverage of the NTFL thanks to TIO, Naffles, APR and MacArthur River Mining. As Brody Philo gets a clearance, just rings around everyone. Gets a long kick at the centre half forward direction. Big fly out the back. Here go the Crocs though. So up to centre half forward. Here's Staunton again. Swaying up his options. Little chip in the McAdam direction. And we'll have a boundary throw in.
Districts do it really well. They hold the width of the ground. They use, you know, as wide as the ground is at TIO. They've been doing that even out at Fred's Pass and they just hold their width of the ground really, really well.
So ball thrown back in. Here's Ruska. Just went to kick it and completely missed it. And we'll have another boundary throw in. Good game so far. Locked in at 3-3 apiece. So Staunton here again for the Crocs, looking for the deliberate. Umpires, we'll have none of that and we'll have another boundary throw in. So late in the first quarter, while it's a real arm wrestle, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's sort of Districts first, then Nightcliff came back, their intensity. Now both sides seem to drop their intensity and they're just sort of been a little bit fumbly and missed kicks and missed handballs. So it's just getting back, as we say, that Districts link up with inside 50 with 2 great handballs. Goes to Farah. Farah's been held off the ball. Taps the ball towards the boundary line. Takes a big dive. Nightcliff rebounded out.
Here's Farah, just went on with it there a bit.
There's a bit happening behind the play.
Here's
Farrell didn't like the attention he got off the football.
So Clayton Holmes and Farah going at it. So Holmes will have the free kick in his defensive 50. So he goes the long kick down the line, and that one's punched over the line, and we'll have a boundary throw in.
From one side of the ground to the other, and we'll have another boundary throw in.
Darren, how's life been out of footy for you, sir?
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been busy. Had another baby, so that's 3 now. So 3 kids under 4. It's a busy life, but yeah, nah, missing it a little bit, but yeah, no, enjoying watching and not running around in the heat, to be honest.
Better off sitting in the back here. McAdam with the quick kick. 2-1, and it's quarter time here at TIO Stadium, where it's Districts 3-3-21 to Nightcliff 3-3-21. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this.
She's flying down to Alice today.
Don't forget to put away the garden furniture.
Yep, got it.
And just remember the TIO weather alerts. Garden furniture!
Love you too.
She's off, but he's still got TIO. They cover you for territory weather, cyclone, storm surge, flood, hail, and they're local, so they can respond fast.
TIO? Storm staying, kids.
So we can feel earlier, feel together, real together. No one can stop. No one can stop. Nothing can ever bring me down.
Another life saved with the Chemist Warehouse app. Take control of your health and wellness. Download now.
CFS Schoolwear is the perfect choice for quality custom-made school uniforms. Ideal clothing for all school-related activities, whether it's 50 or 500 students, we have what you need. Contact the Cricket and Football Shop NT for your free CFS Schoolwear quote today.
Let's see. Roma, Verona?
Perhaps Barcelona.
Make your dream holiday a reality. Book your next getaway at Flight Centre with interest-free holidays and flexible repayment options.
Best in the air.
And everywhere.
Intersport, new concept store now open in Casuarina Square. Come in and check out a world-class shopping experience.
Dedicated sports zones.
Now stocking only the biggest brands in tennis, cricket, fitness from treadmills to benches, boxing, swimming, darts, pool and table tennis. For awesome service and advice, still locally owned and operated, the all-new Intersport concept store.
Now open at Casuarina Square.
Boys, we've got a real big problem. It belongs to you, it belongs to me, it belongs to everybody. I'm talking about family violence. It's time we said no more to family violence, isn't it? Yeah. Think about it.
We've all got to say no more to family violence.
No more!
Family violence is a community problem and it needs a community response from all of us, and sport is a big part of that. But we can all do our bit by being more respectful to each other. Please make this year the year we say no more to family violence.
It's locked up here at TIO Stadium. It's 3-3 apiece. Welcome back to 7-2's coverage of the TIO NTFL season. Real arm wrestle, isn't it, Wal?
It sure is. There's nothing in between the stats. The centre clearances are 3 to Districts, 2 to Nightcliff. Stoppages are 3 to 1. Boundary throw-ins are 2 to 1. Inside 50s are 12 to Districts, 11 to Nightcliff. And the turnovers are pretty much the same. 3 goals, 3 locked up, and that's what you expect from the two top sides.
Trent Melville is an interesting one. He's come in, and you've got the stats on him, Wal, but he kicked 10 the other week in T-League, but he's been held pretty well tonight so far, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's kicked 26 goals in 5 weeks, and I think the delivery hasn't been great to him, but Sean Martin, the young lad that's come up from country Victoria's placement out of Good Shepherd's, held him pretty well. But Trent is a good player, and he'll find his way back in the game, as all good forwards do, Darren.
Yeah, you can always you can have one bad quarter, but you only sort of have to pop up 1 or 2 quarters. He kicked 3 or 4 goals, so he's still got plenty of time to get back in the game.
Sean Martin doing a good job on him, and he's got a interesting looking moustache. You go to Movember this year, Buff, or have you ever?
No, I haven't. I had a beard there for a while, but I got rid of that. Too itchy, too hot, build-up come, so got rid of it. Made myself look a bit younger again.
As we're back in the middle, second quarter about to get underway at TIO. 3-3 apiece. So ball's up in the air and thrown on the deck. Here's Philo again. He's been everywhere tonight. Gets a kick long. And there's been a free kick for push in the back, which looked there. So it's Dirksen. Goes long. Bit of a disappointing kick, although it might come off. Here's Melville, the man we were just speaking of. Clever click to Brewer. He gets the quick kick on the waves just across the face. That's marked, actually. So they're away here, the Crocs, through Deary. It's a long kick. So a foot race. Here's Lake. Does well. Starts running the other way. Go back the other way, son. James Bell with the kick in the middle. And just standing underneath all that is Clinton Gallio. Walter probably would have done that a bit better, though. Clinton Gallio in the kick in the Farrow direction drops an absolute sitter. And that one is kicked over the line. And we'll have a boundary throw in.
Yeah, we've seen a few of those drop tonight, Nick, in those situations where the player's coming out the ball and it's sort of slipped out the back. Need to probably flatten their hands a little. Brody Lake doing the ruck work for Districts. But the clearance is won by Nightcliff. They kick that forward. Farron James juggles and misses the ball. Comes back down. Dean Staunton's in front spot. Good Shepherd by Gallio goes into James Bell. Cam Islet's on the mark there. He's come up a little bit proppy. Comes out wide to Brody Lake. He heads inside 50, puts the ball out in front of Will Farrell, and Will Farrell's dropped another mark.
Kick.
Was it? Lovely kick, wasn't it?
You sort of forget how humid it is out there, especially this time of night and this time of year. So, it does get very slippery out there.
As we're deep inside, attacking 50 for the Crocs. Ball thrown back in. Dangerous position is Lake. And that one gets chopped off. Sorry, it was James Bell, and we'll have another boundary throw in. So dangerous territory here for Nightcliff. As we have a look at Bell, just tried to go off a deck, but just missed it.
Both Nightcliff and Districts missing their ruckman. Gilhouse for Districts and Penny for Nightcliff.
So Philo with the clearing kick in the Holt Fitz direction. Pops out the back. And that one's over the line, and we'll have another boundary throw in. It's boundary throw in central tonight, Walter.
It is. There's been a few negated boundary throw-ins. This is probably the 12th one for the game.
Sure is. So ball thrown back in. Bit scrappy on the deck. Players surround. Drop ball, here's Clinton Gallio, does well, charges through, does the ball. And that one going over the line, and we'll have another boundary throw-in. Deep inside, attacking
Number
50.
13 for the game.
You're writing them down, Will?
Yeah, I'm writing them down.
He's red hot on the stats. Here's young Walter. There's another look at Gallio getting that one inside 50. So Eilert there being held on to. Umpire says play on. Eilert at the bottom of the deck. And we'll have another stoppage inside attacking 50 for the Crocs. Cam Eilert, I think he was actually playing on someone then. Ball thrown up. Nightcliff at ground level. Quick kick on goal. Volleyball styled through for a behind. So the opening behind in the second quarter goes away of Southern Districts. So here's Wilson for Nightcliff. Gallio does well just to hold him up. He's done very well, has Gallio, but they just get away. And there's been...
Brought it back for out of bounds.
There we
Must
go.
have been out of bounds. It's just a one-on-one press all over the ground, really, isn't it? There's not much, apart from Cam Eilert, who's playing that sweeper, and looks like Shannon Rusk has pushed their wingman, James Bell. He started on the wing. They've pushed him forward to make Cam accountable, so he's not that swing man at the back there.
So there's the clearing kick from Brewer. To centre half back. Nightcliff with the numbers. It's going to be chopped off here from Come Again. What a great name. Puff's loving that one. Come Again, gets it again, gets a handball out. So the clearing kick to centre half forward for the Crocs. Drop mark. Brewer just taps it on. Chopped off there from the Crocs. So ball inside attacking 50, but Cam Eilert again chopping that one off. Wilson goes further wide. And that one's over the line from Simon Deary. We'll have, I hate
Another
to say
boundary
it,
throw-in.
Walter, another boundary throw-in.
Let's make that number 15.
Red hot on those boundary throw-ins. Big boy. So a nice tap down there. Again, Nightcliff at ground level. Wilson, good hands. But the kick, not the best. And Lionel Ogden will look to attack again for the Crocs. Bit of a floater of a kick. It's a race on. Staunton went off the deck, got taken off it. Matty Bricknell. So Nightcliff with numbers. Sliding around over nothing. Wilson just gets the afterburners on. Throws it on the right boot in the Holt Fitz direction. You don't want him getting in the clear. Beautifully worked there from Brendan Rusker. Chopping that one off. And a nice punch over the line from Simon Deary. And we'll have, well,
Another boundary throw-in.
Thank you, sir. Loving your work.
Sort of all players in one half of the ground, and probably 80% of the players around the boundary throwing.
Ball thrown back in. Quick snap from McLaughlin to the top of the square, far underneath it. Ball pops down. Have a look at this. The man on his own is just across the face with Harry Wheeler. So Cam Eilert will do the kicking out duties. So Eilert plays on. Long kick. Well works there from Dirksen. Sam Smith chops it off. Here he goes. Farron James. It's an attacking kick, but dropped mark. Beautiful tackle there from Butcher. Farron James with a clever kick on the outside of the boot. Goes inside attacking 50. Again, chopped off by the Crocs. Lovely kick to Bowden. They just look a bit more in control early in this second quarter, don't they, while the Crocs?
Yeah, their foot skills have been a lot better and their run's been a lot better. And as I said earlier in the first quarter, they just hold their width on the ground really well, which opens up space through the middle and down the line.
Gallio and Eilert go head to head. Nice work here from the Crocs. Keeping control. Gallio again, the raging bull. He's a bit of a bull wall. I like the look of it. Ball pops out to Mummery. Gets a quick kick in the Farrow direction. Could have been an arm chop. Umpire right there, though, says play on. Well, it looks like it's going to come back in through Staunton. Gets a handball out over the top to McAdam. McAdam lowers the eyes and is a nice kick too and finds Lionel Ogden, who will kick from about 40 out on the 45-degree angle.
So this is the 9th time that districts have had it inside 50. Nightcliff have had it 3 times. So they've got to make more of their opportunities going inside 50. They've got to get a little bit more organised because Nightcliff, I just think their back half's a little bit more organised and they spread pretty well.
Lionel Ogden with the kick on goal is a good one. He likes it. And Southern Districts extend the lead to 8 points, 4-5-29 to Nightcliff, 3-3-21. 10 minutes gone in the second quarter.
It's been a bit negative at the stoppages in midfield. The quality of both sides that have got in the middle, Philo, Gallio, Dylan McLaughlin, then they've got Geary, Danny Butcher, Guerra goes in there as well, and it's really much for much likeness, and it looks like both coaches are going, let's keep our better players on the ground. Philo goes forward, Gallio goes forward, Philo goes in the middle, Gallio, so there's a fair chance of them playing on each other. And then Cammy plays that +1 in their back half. They actually got a +2 at the moment, Nightcliff. Oh, no, sorry.
So have a look at this, Cam Eilert. Out in space, chops it off, nearly gets wrapped up. Doesn't. He's a classy unit. Gets a nice handball over the top to Bowles. I've just settled this one down. What do Nightcliff need to do you think, Buff, to just wrestle this one back and get a bit more attacking?
I think they just have to use the ball a bit better. They're very fumbly and just districts look a lot quicker, but I think they're just moving the ball a lot better, which makes them look quicker. So just got to have a bit of composure and probably get the ball in the better players' hands, like Philo and that, to get it forward and just get in a bit quicker.
Clinton Gallio with a beautiful handball over the top finds McLaughlin. Well, it's been chopped off at half-back from Nightcliff. Gallio with those nice hands again. Here's Mummery, lowers the eyes, and Will Farrow out by himself takes it with 2 bites of the pill there, Buff.
Yeah, Willie, he normally tries to pass these ones off, but...
There you go. It's a bit of a stinker of a kick too. Might work out okay. No.
She just have a shot.
Cammy Eilert right there on it. Jess Koopman there. Here's Butcher. Know much about Butcher, Wal?
He comes from country Victoria, I think, Nick.
Yeah.
I'll find out for you.
Thank you. Just the question without notice. To Big Wal, sorry, mate. As the ball comes out to the wing. This is Jonathan Paris.
Is he John Butcher's brother, is it?
From Port Adelaide. I think you're right.
He comes from, he's been playing with Mathra in Gippsland and made his debut against Buffs the other week.
Here you go. Holt Fitz on centre wing.
And played for Port Adelaide in the SANFL in 2013 and 2014.
Wills drops a mark, puts it to the top of the square in attacking position. Sam Smith there. Here's Bricknell. Crocs do well yet again down back. Pemberton gets a handball back outside to Smith. Smith goes backwards. Missed ball there, and that one's over the line for a boundary throw-in on the half flank, out of half flank in attack for Nightcliff.
Sam Smith's had a very consistent season. He started off pretty well. A couple of AFL clubs looking at him after his season with the Thunder and the Neefle.
Yeah, he had a great season, didn't he, Walt?
Yeah, he was, probably our most consistent player. apart from our key forward.
Bricknell with the centering kick. The Crocs at ground level. Beautiful manoeuvring work there from Come Again. And he just gets it out of there quick, and that one's over the line. And we'll have a boundary throw-in. Look at, if we just have a look at the footwork here from Come Again, have a look at this. Bang, 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 bang. Not bad. Pretty good, Buff. I remember seeing you move like that.
Time.
Turn around on a dime.
A few times, yes. But no, that was very impressive by that young man.
Especially when Darren pushed up into the midfield, that's when he was at his best.
Yeah. And picture it. The ball thrown back in. So Southern Districts move it to centre half forward, but chopped off there from Clayton Holmes. Moves sideways to Paris. So Nightcliff just looking to control here. Ball comes out to Bowles.
Bowles will kick this long.
Long he does. Aaron James out of his hands. Holt Fitz, sorry. Does well, Holt Fitz. Just gets it moving forward. Might get it back here. Gruer just drops it though. And the Crocs are away. So the long kick down the line. The Mummery direction. Harris being held on to. Butcher there for Nightcliff. Here's the Raging Bull again. Have a look at him.
Oh, he's handled
himself. Not bad. That's a Walter Gallio special. So a bit of holding on going on there, and the umpire's picked out a free kick.
Played for it a bit, I think, that one.
Man, the umpiring hasn't been too bad, apart from that one, which was ticky touch. I mean, they've let that go consistently for the game.
Hey, we have a look at this. I can just picture Walter when that about 20 years ago, just talking him through. That's probably the first time he's ever used it. Walt.
It's probably come from his volleyball days. Clint's played a bit of volleyball in his time, and basketball and baseball and soccer.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's the old Walter Gallio special. So back to the game. Sorry, viewers. Have a look at that kick. Is across the face. Through for a behind.
So Districts have kicked 1 goal 4 for the quarter, and Nightcliff haven't gone inside 50 as many times as Districts, and are finding it hard to get inside their 50, and sort of Districts are really playing a good one-on-one press all over the ground.
Farron James gives it back. Ball kicked out to the wing. Bricknell just kicks it on. He's done well. So Bowles with a long kick. Sam Smith in front position does well. Very well, in fact.
He reads the ball really well in flight, doesn't he, Darren?
Yeah, he does. He's a very good player. He had a great year with Thunder, and I think he's leading the votes in the MVP or whatever they have this year. So I'm sure the AFL clubs are looking at him and wouldn't go wrong with him.
Butcher with some quick hands out the back. Snap on from big Roger Morris. So ball on the deck. Wills overruns it. I've turned it over again. Here's a speedy Wilson. Just goes without, and that one's over line, and we'll have a boundary throw in.
There's a few Nightcliff players that are doubling up with their hands on their knees and look a little bit tired and flat at the moment.
It definitely is hot out there. I'm sweating in here with the air conditioner on, Walt. And they're going out there. Anyway, ball thrown back in, deep inside, attacking 50 for Nightcliff. Good attacking play there from James Bell. So chopped off though. Ball in dispute. Butcher gets a quick hands out the back. Some nice footwork down there. Snap on goal is just to the right. And through for a behind. So here's Gallio with a nice looking kick. Finds Brody Lake. Lake just weighing up his options. And plays inside, ignores them, plays on. It's a nice kick to Gallio. And have a look at that. Very nice kick, although Farah drops it. And then beautifully picked up and snap over the top. They're away here. Off to the races.
They've got players everywhere inside 50 districts.
Jess Koopman with the goal there for districts, and they extend their lead to 14 points. 18 minutes gone here in the second quarter. How did they get all those players out the back then, Boof?
I don't know. I think they just ran a bit harder by the look of it. Like Lyle said before, I was just looking at a few Nightcliff players. They look a bit puffed. So the districts boys look a lot fitter and just running harder, and they just got out the back there. So they're doing well. Nightcliff have to tighten up a bit here.
It's interesting that, just watching the two teams, the coaches are really throwing their players around. Bo Schwartz, who started back's now gone forward. Jonathan Paris, that was playing deep, now he's moved up to half back to try and get some run there. They're throwing their midfield around. Sean Wilson's been mainly forward, now he's in the midfield to try and get the ball going through there. So it's really good coaching by the coaches to sort of not let things get away from them.
So a free kick going the way of Bowles as he gets a quick kick inside 50. It's punched back out though. McAdam goes to ground. Quick kick there from Townsend. And again, Mr. Reliable, Mr. Smith.
Doesn't drop many marks.
No.
But doesn't do well with that kick.
So it might work out here, McAdam. So at the 20-minute mark, you're watching 7-2's coverage of the NTFL thanks to TIO and Naffles, Apia and MacArthur River Mining. As Thorne gets handball over the top. It's been all Southern Districts in this quarter. Nice spoil there. Brewer just overrunning it. All coming back out to Mummery. And just sitting on it, umpire circling. And we'll have a stoppage right in the middle of TIO.
That's just one of those shallow kicks into that sort of turnover spot on the ground that districts have done a few times tonight. Nightcliff just haven't pounced on it and been clean.
McAdam with a quick handball out the back. Thorne just brushes off his opponent. Does the old look away handball. Does well. Ball up to centre half forward. A dropped mark.
Shane Thorne, he's starting to get a lot of it now. He's
playing a lot higher, isn't he? Like he's come right up the ground, yeah.
Side steps and good.
And there you go. It's half-time here at TIO Stadium or at Southern Districts. 5-6-36 to Nightcliff. 3-4-22. We'll be back with the second half right after this.
She's flying down to Alice today.
Don't forget to put away the garden furniture.
Yep, got it.
And just remember the TIO weather alerts. Garden furniture!
Love you too.
She's off, but he's still got TIO. They cover you for territory weather, cyclone, storm surge, flood, hail, and they're local, so they can respond fast.
TIO? Storm staying, kids.
1,300 kilonewtons centrifugal force, entering remote control.
How does he do it?
24.5 kilowatt diesel motor.
He doesn't just know how to operate every piece of Kennan's high gear we get in, but also its service details, its safety checks.
It's as if he can hypnotise each piece.
Give me 2 passes with sauce, coffee white with 1 bun with icing, no pink ice.
Yeah, no worries, Terry.
Sail upon the stream to find there's someplace better, and I'm
bin for easy disposal from your garden cleanup, renovation or spring clean? When you think skip bins, think NTRS. NTRS, your friendly, reliable and local waste disposal company.
Welcome back to 7-2's coverage of the TIO NTFL. It's just about to tick into the third quarter, and it's Southern Districts by 14 points. Southern Districts just got the upper hand in that second quarter, didn't they, Bob?
Yeah, they surely did. They were more efficient going forward, and for some reason that last goal they kicked, there was 2 Districts players down in the goal square, but I think they've had a bit more of the ball in the middle, and Abbott's been quite busy. McAdam's been good on the outside, and Clinton's Gallio's been okay, but Philo is still playing his serviceable role, and Cammy Eilert down back's playing that role really well and reading the play well, and of course Sam Smith for Districts has been doing the same down the other end.
Darren Ewing, what do Nightcliff? They're not there, they're only down by 14 points, but what do they need to do to get back into the game?
I think they just have to move the ball a bit better. It's, they're not real efficient going forward, and just have to get in a bit quicker to the big full forward down there.
They've come with a bit of gusto. Brody Philo charging through there. Will's on all hands. It's a ball out. Gallio just slaps it forward. So here's Paris, comes outside. Finds Farron James. James puts it in, attacking 50 for Nightcliff. Holt Fitz gets wrapped up in a big tackle. Umpire says play on. Just got a bit more intent, you feel, Walt?
Yeah, it surely has. It's really started. Those first 2 tackles and the attack on the ball was really good by both teams, and just even Liam Holt Fitz, one of the small players on the ground, really attacked the ball there.
So ball thrown up, here's Eilert. It's like they put him straight on the ball, and he's dropped the ball. He's lost the man bun. I haven't seen that all year from the great man. What's your thoughts on that, Buff?
Oh, I didn't even recognise him with that out. Needs a haircut, that's for sure.
Here he is, speaking of the great man. Puts on a little 1-2 step, a clever little pitching wedge kick over the top. Sam Smith chops it up for the Crocs. That comes off the side of the boot. And Walter Gallio Jr. will see that one over the line. We'll have a boundary throw in. It's just amped up a little bit. I'm getting a bit excited. Just a touch.
Well, Wills and Eilert have gone in the middle for Nightcliff, so they don't take a backward step.
No.
Brody Lake wins the ruck down out, but comes out to Staunton. Comes out to Brody Lake, who ran on. They rebounded out of 50. Valance straightens them up.
So Valance, it's a nice kick. Sean Wilson crept over the mark. Should have been 50. Buff called it. Umpire says nothing's doing. Here's Gallio. He's BOG by an absolute country mile so far, with a nice kick outside to Shane Thorne. And beautiful delivery.
That's a lovely kick.
To Will Farrer. What will he do here, Buff? He passed it off before, didn't he?
He does. It wouldn't surprise me, but I'm hoping he goes back and has a shot, because he passes too many off. He's a bit unselfish. He's got to just go back and dob him.
How many goals did you end up kicking for Thunder?
Willie?
You?
Me? Off the top of my head, what, for all up?
Yeah.
780.
780, yeah.
So
I reckon he knows what he's talking about.
Farrow just went the kick-off there, and
I missed that now. Did he pass it?
Yeah, no, he did pass it, and then Clinton Gallio dropped the mark. It's the first stinky thing he's done all night. It's not coming from Wall either. Brody Follow with a quick kick. The defensive 50, but chopped off again from Gum again.
Favourite player, isn't he?
He's my favourite player. He's Gallio. Give it back to Come again, Gallio. No. Dangerous kick. Wilson there, is it? No, Farron James. Ball pops out. McLaughlin with a kick across into all that open space. Farrer on the charge. Big tackle. McAdam, some fancy footwork. Ball inside 50, a bit scrappy. Doesn't matter. Chopped off there from McLaughlin. Kick to the top of the square, 2-on-1. And it's through for a behind. So Districts move to 5-7-37. Nightcliff 3-4-22. 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. They've got it out through Holmes. So chipped over the top. Here's Philo. Runs around. Umpire says play on. So a big booming right kick. But again, Crocs with numbers. Bo Swartz does well. It's a kick long down the line and finds Wheeler. So Wheeler to McAdam. McAdam kicks to a 3-on-1. Doesn't matter. They do well here to the Crocs. Wheeler. And that one's out of bounds on the full wall.
And that contest with Martin and Melville, Martin had the better of Melville in that contest, far side of the ground.
He's done well, young Martin. So we say Shane Thorne just with that scrappy kick. Oh, geez, that was like a bullet.
Didn't have to kick it that hard. He
just Clayton Holmes' chest.
Slippery out there tonight, I think.
Who kicked that? Did you see that, Walt?
Yeah, Liam Holtfitz.
Holtfitz. Bullet. It was going about 80 k's an hour. Ball thrown back in. Tap out the back. Here's McLaughlin. Rushes off one, gets a handball away. Phil Wills charging through. Philo does well. It's a kick out of defensive 50. So he's come again. New Nick O'Reilly favourite. That one's over the line. We'll have another boundary throw in.
Just those little one-on-ones and those 50-50s districts are just getting their hands to it and just, like McAdam slid under the tackle and then come again, sort of kick the ball, keep it in front of him, just so it didn't give the momentum back to Nightcliff.
Ball thrown back in. Clinton Gallio, is there anything he can't do? He's in the ruck now. Ball inside 50 for Crocs. Mummery gets a handball back to Gallio. He's had about 1 million touches. Kick to the top of the square. Off the deck is just to the right from Jess Koopman. So the quick kick out is a long one. Big sit from the back from Bowles. Here's Baron James. Just taps out the back. Eilert looks like he's got the hair back up. James again spinning and pirouetting out of trouble. Here's Mummery. It's a nice looking kick. Oh, just out of reach.
That was an up and under, in and out.
It was. And that one's over the line.
He's a bit sore too. I think he landed on the ball there, so he looks a bit sore.
He is. And the
just the difference there. Farron Jones went one hand, and the district's player Cummigan came through with two hands. Just that touch that just haven't got it tonight. Nightcliff.
His Holt fits. Quick kick. So Sam Smith by himself. Wilson goes with the one juke. Holt fits. Throws it on the left in Bricknell direction. Bricknell can run onto it in space. Accelerates. Kick over the top. He's to the left.
They needed that one.
I mean, they kick a goal. Puts them right back in the game. Even though districts have sort of semi-dominated the game, and Nightcliff just aren't just clean.
Swartz over the top. McAdam. It's been impressive this season, McAdam, so far. Walt?
Yeah, gets a lot of ball on the outside and uses it well.
So comes back inside to Sean Martin with that seedy Mustaka. Don't mind it. That's a dodgy looking kick. Holt fits with the tackle. Went on with it. Martin, handballs over the top to Smith. Smith, lucky. His body's crushing around everywhere.
Having a fair crack at the ball at the moment.
Here's Brewer. So Wilson keeps it in front, gets a clever handball out to Morris. Morris with the hands. That one's wrapped up, and we'll have a stoppage.
Desperation plus there, Darren.
Yeah, no, that was good. Probably shouldn't have handballed out to the big ruckman bending down, but Milesy did well there.
So Wilson with a quick snap over the shoulder to a 2-on-1. Stays in. The Crocs at ground level will run this one out. Smith, and that one's just punched over the line. We'll have a boundary throw in.
Bo Swartz, he could be a backman, I think.
Yes,
he's in the wrong position.
He's been playing down back for most of the year, Darren. He's done well. Two-sided player, just doesn't panic when he's got ball in hand.
Ball thrown back in. Morris with the tap down. Pemberton. Back to McAdam. McAdam throws it on the left, long down the line. Ball pops out to Staunton. They're away here, the Crocs, if I get it out. Chopped off again. This is all...
Great umpiring is just let it go.
Let it go, I like it. Well, it's just getting a bit scrappy for the minute. Umpire circling, now pops out again. Gallio there. Wills lowers the eyes. Average kick. Wilson does well, gets it out to Holt Fitz. Holt Fitz gets into a trot and sticks it straight through. A much needed goal to Nightcliff. And it puts them right back in at Walter.
Surely does. Liam Holt Fitz has been playing through the midfield a little bit this quarter. He was down back helping out, and now he's ended up pushing forward and kicking that one. And District's just a little bit fumbly. It changed the tune that time, that Districts were fumbly and Nightcliff were clean.
Wilson did one well at ground level there, didn't he, Buff?
He did. He done very well. Districts have probably been in control for most of the night, but Nightcliff sneak a goal here, and it's back to 9 points. So, yeah, it should be a good finish here.
So ball thrown back up. Gallio gets another centre clearance. But Nightcliff at half back. And it's just ran a touch too far as Clayton Holmes. So Crocs will put it back inside 50. So Thorne in the Farah direction. One bite at it. Gets the handball away. That one's over the line for another boundary throw in. So ball thrown back in inside attacking 50 for the Crocs. Staunton keeps it in. Just comes off the side of the boot. Dangerous kick off the deck. Has got through, I think, by the looks of it. It has. It's a goal. It's a bit of goalie soccer style action on the goal line there, Wal, but wasn't meant to be.
Well, it was a good goal. You got to take your chances.
Jess Koopman there getting the goal for the Crocs.
He kicked 4 last week against Wanderers. His first game.
He was the one who laid that tackle, so
yeah.
No, good follow-up by him.
Cammy Eilert not real thrilled with that one. They're back out to 15 points. So here we go. Nice tap down there. Philo charging out of the middle. Kicks it into space. Bit of an up and under kick. Butcher sits under it. Gets it again. Have a look at this. Kick on the way is a good one. And Nightcliff get the reply straight away. And get it back to 9 points.
Simon Deary.
Looks like the game's starting to open up a bit here.
It is.
We might actually see some goals and get a bit excited. It's been a bit of a scrappy night, but no, it looks like I might open up a bit here.
You are a bit more up and about now, Buff.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah, the District players just left Philo by himself there in the centre.
They did.
Miles won the tap and they all walked away from him, and he ended up with taking inside 50.
Danny Butcher getting the job done. So here we go, back in the middle. 14 minutes gone in the third quarter. Here's Butcher, the last goal scorer. Goes without it. Ball comes out. Just tapped into space. Easy ducked the head there. Cam Ollett did well. And a free kick. In the way of Ollett. Oh, that was for Buff.
I think he ducked his head, didn't he? And
holding the ball.
Yeah, rightio. There you go. Cam Ollett goes long down to centre half forward. Sam Smith used the body well. Just doesn't quite finish the mark. The Crocs with the numbers. And that one's punched over the line from big Roger Morris. That's a menswear brand, isn't it, Buff?
It's a good name.
It's Roger Morris.
Roger David, isn't it?
Roger David is too. Well, we should start Roger Morris.
Shutting down Roger David.
Is it?
I think so. I might have made that up. No, sorry. I heard that on the news or Facebook or something. I might Google that and find out.
Our social media entrepreneur, Darren Ewing.
The head of social media in the 7-2 commentary box will leave you with that one, son. As he's followed with some nice footwork. And yes, Buff, you are correct, as he shows me the phone. Philo getting wrapped up in a lovely tackle there from Mummery. He swings in the middle of the ground. Thorne probably could have gone on with it, just gets held up on the mark. So kicks into space, clever kick too. Good use of the body from McAdam. Wills goes without it for Nightcliff. Ball on the deck again. Farron James chops it off. Handball's back out to Wills. Wills with quick hands. With a shoulder charge there, and that one's over the line. We'll have a boundary throw in. So for those of you playing at home, Roger David has pulled the pin. Buff was right.
Shame, actually. There's good clothes.
That's some good threads, don't they?
I wouldn't know about the same suit for about 8 years.
Wears it to work too, doing the seals.
Wears it to work and wears it to court. One of those ones. Braces, everything. Here's Smith. It's a kick, just misses the target. Thorne goes under with that handball and then back over the line. We'll have another boundary throw in. Walter, tell me this. Word on the street is that you've got a new pooch.
Yes, I have. I've got a chocolate Labrador that came in at midnight last night, and because my good friend Darren Ewing's, the family's decided to call it Buff.
Buff, how's it feel to have a dog name after you?
It's nice. I'm a big fan of dogs. I've got a couple myself. Golden Retriever.
Big fans of dogs.
Golden Retriever show dogs. Australian champions, actually.
The ball's gone out of bounds, but in the early days, Buff missed training sometimes because he had to show his dogs at the showgrounds. Yeah.
Australian champions.
Australian champion. Yeah. He's got blue ribbon stuff happening.
There you go. You've heard it.
There's actually video footage of it somewhere.
Is there? I'd love to see it.
Keep it hidden.
As the ball, Valance goes off the side of the boot, but it's going to work. And Will Farah finds it on the 45. Will kick from about 40 metres out on a tight angle. Where are these retrievers, Wolf? At home?
No, they're down at my sister's house already in Victoria.
Right, ready for the big move.
Yeah, because we were selling our house, they kept digging a hole, and I wanted the house to look good, so I got rid of them.
Will Farah with the kick. He's across the face and through for a minor.
Have you signed with a club yet, Darren?
Yeah, playing for Warrnambool Football Club in the Hampton League, so that should be fun.
Is that where you used to play before?
Yeah. I played a couple of years there after under 18s.
Yep.
Before I come up here, so back to the same club.
Cam Eilert kicks to himself, gets it out to centre half back. All Crocs though, it's going to come off. Holt Fitz just hacks it out of there. Nice, beautiful hands. Farron James tries to run onto it. 3-on-1. Gets held up. Smith with a releasing handball to Abbott. It's put down after it, and there'll be a free kick downfield.
Aaron Townsend just a little bit overzealous in that contest. Sam Smith just comes in and tells him just to pull up a little bit. And Valance has got the ball. Kicks the ball inside 50, looking for Will Farrer. Cam Isler gets in the way as normal. Comes back, rebound 50. And there's a free kick off. Was it off the ball or was it just high?
It looked a bit accidental.
It was.
I think you'll have much to worry about here.
But Daniel Reeve on the ground there. If we just have a look at the replay here.
Yeah.
Got him high. And Brad Valance.
Sole shoulder.
Arm tucked in there. I think he'll be right. Running straight.
So he's just on
Probably
the
would have
ground.
hurt a little bit.
It would. Daniel Reeve. What do you do at what do Nightcliff do here, Wal?
Well, I thought the first half of this quarter, when they started having that intensity, they had Wills and Islet in the middle, and they sort of have gone back to Islet playing back and Wills going forward. So I think if they can, muster their changes and get Islet and Wills back in the middle, it's going to give some good leadership and takes the pressure off Philo trying to do all the work himself.
Daniel Reeve is up and at him.
He's coming off the ground,
which is good news for that young man. So the free kick will go back. Cam Islet will take it. As they would like a goal. They're currently down by 10 points. So Cam Islet will receive the free kick. Will's out here by himself. He's just come on the ground. Will receive. So the long kick just pops over the top. Not 15. Umpire says play on. Body's crashing in. Wilson taps it over. Philo. So the kick inside 50. Here's Gallio. Goes without it. Wills attacks the ball. Wills taps it over the top to himself. Sam Smith runs onto it. And that one's over the line for a boundary throw-in. So you're watching 7-2's coverage of the NTFL thanks to TIO, NAFLs, APR and MacArthur River Mining.
Looked like a bit of a schoolyard kick to kick, wasn't it? Marks up. Couple of minutes of play.
So Wilson out to Holt Fitz. Goes in the Butcher direction over his head. Brewer just kicks it straight up in the air. Umpire calls play on. Brewer might get his own ball here. Bit of a scrap on. Butcher at the bottom of the pack. Ball pops out and the umpire just blew the whistle. So 22 minutes gone in the third quarter.
You wouldn't think there's much more time. There's only been a couple of goals kicked. And 3 goals kicked, 2 to Nightcliff, 1 to Districts for this quarter.
So a scrap on. Body's flying around. Nice handball out, although here's Philo, gets on the end of it. Just goes without it though. McLaughlin runs into trouble. Big crunching tackle. Here's Wilson. Ball coming back. You've got to be kidding me. Sean Wilson.
That is the best kick I've ever seen him kick. That's brilliant.
Unbelievable goal. Late in the third quarter. And it's back to a 4-point margin. Walter.
Yeah, Sean Wilson really finished that off, and Dylan McLaughlin should have cleared the ball out of their back half, but just tried to take that tackle on, and the umpire let it go. I mean, it was a good tackle, and it forced the ball out of the contest. And Sean Wilson cleaned up the scraps and finished off really well, so it takes it back to 4 points. And most of the goals have been kicked down this points end of the oval.
So back to 4 points. We've got a game on our hands at TIO Stadium. Umpire throws a ball up over the back. McLaughlin comes off half back, charging through, gets a handball away. And there it is. It is 3/4 time, and it's Southern Districts just by the 4 points. We'll be back with the final quarter right after this.
She's flying down to Alice today.
Don't forget to bring the garden furniture.
Yep, got it.
And just remember the TIO weather alerts. Garden furniture!
Love you too.
She's off, but he's still got TIO. They cover you for territory weather, cyclone, storm surge, flood, hail, and they're local, so they can respond fast.
TIO. Storm staying, kids.
So we can feel earlier, feel together, real, together. No one can stop. No one can stop. Nothing can ever bring me down.
Another life saved with the Chemist Warehouse app. Take control of your health and wellness. Download now.
CFS Schoolwear is the perfect choice for quality custom-made school uniforms. Ideal clothing for all school-related activities, whether it's 50 or 500 students, we have what you need. Contact the Cricket and Football Shop NT for your free CFS Schoolwear quote today.
Let's see. Roma, Verona?
Perhaps Barcelona.
Make your dream holiday a reality. Book your next getaway at Flight Centre with interest-free holidays and flexible repayment options.
Best in the end.
And everywhere.
Intersport, new concept store now open in Casuarina Square. Come in and check out a world-class shopping experience. Now stocking only the biggest brands in tennis, cricket, fitness from treadmills to benches, boxing, swimming, darts, pool and table tennis. For awesome service and advice, still locally owned and operated, the all-new Intersport concept store.
Boys, we've got a real big problem. It belongs to you, it belongs to me, it belongs to everybody. I'm talking about family violence. It's time we said no more to family violence, isn't it? Think about it.
We've all got to say no more to family violence. Family violence is a community problem and it needs a community response from all of us, and sport is a big part of that. But we can all do our bit by being more respectful to each other. Please make this year the year we say no more to family violence.
like proper sober. But when the come down like mega shit, drink some orange juice. Yeah, or like if you need to go home, yeah, just go past the server, pick up a bottle. Yeah, dude, no, it proper just serves you up so quick.
Welcome back to 7-2's coverage of the TIO NTFL season, Southern Districts and Nightcliff. Just the 4 points in at final quarter. Sam Smith winning the tap down. He's been moved into the ruck. Gets the ball back. Kicks to centre half forward. His eyelet just goes the back heel kick, doesn't pay off. Ball comes inside 50. Farah flies. Mummery out the back by himself. Snap on goal, and Crocs get the first in the final quarter.
And that's the start that they needed. Good attack on the ball from Willie Farah, which unsettled the pack, and the ball came over the top, and Michael stayed down. Mummery stayed down behind the pack and ended up with a goal. Was really clean off the deck. And Cole Cossack just got caught at the front of the contest and lost Michael Mummery in the contest. And Michael finishes off with a goal and his first for the game.
Good start by the Crocs, Buff.
Yeah, no, it was. I see Sam Smith's gone into the ruck, which I've noticed. I've watched a few games on TV this year. They like to put him in the ruck in the last quarter, and he really makes a difference in there.
Dean Staunton coming off the line and attacking that ball.
So Smith wins the tap again. Eyelet in the middle for Nightcliff. Ducks ahead, gets a handball out the back to Philo. Philo off the ground. Comes out to centre wing. Bricknell overruns it. McAdam does well. Brushes off Bricknell. Back to Smith. Smith to Thorne. Just snaps it over his shoulder. Inside 50 now for the Crocs. And waiting for it down there was Cossack. As he's just having a look around for options. It's over the top. It's a nice kick too to Paris. Paris long down the line. Good mark there from Holmes, although umpire says play on. So here's Holt Fitz. Might get on the end of it now. It does. Goes with the one hand. Gets the kick away. Brewer charges through, misses the target, and that one's over the line, and we'll have a boundary throw in.
Looks like Wills and Eyelet are going to change in the back half now. Wills started on ball and then went back, and Eyelet's gone onto the ball for Nightcliff.
So here we go. Nightcliff need to get the quick answer. So Philo off a step, out of bounds on the full.
Hasn't been as effective as he has been the last couple of weeks, Philo, with his feet, with his efficiency. There's tonight a little bit more pressure, playing the top side.
So Bowden, it's a kick out. His Eyelet does well, although he misses the target. Smith there. It's a handball over to Staunton. Thorne, they link up. Run it down the outer wing. It's a handball over the top. They've done this well. Here's Thorne. Kick on the way is out of bounds on the full.
Oh, it's good play there.
They worked it well, didn't they, Wolf?
Looks so fit this year, Southern Districts. A lot fitter than what I reckon they have been. So, Shannon's obviously got them working hard out there.
Yeah, they've had a good mix of both clubs, you know, talking to the coaches, they've had a good mix of, you know, getting the balance with fitness and their skill level pretty right.
McAdam chops that one off in the middle. So he goes long with the ball, with the barrel. Brewer down there. And it pops out the top. That's a nice centering kick to Farah.
Dean Staunton did that really well.
Thought he was having a shot. He centered that, did he?
He meant
look
that.
at the replay, I think. He'll tell you he
I
did.
reckon. I actually think he did.
I think he did. So Will Farah, kick on the way is straight through. And Crocs get the opening 2 goals here in the final quarter and get their lead out to 16 points. Well,
Yeah, again, Dean Staunton has been serviceable early in this quarter. Shane Thorne, Mr. Nonchalant, just keeps on getting the footy up high and just keeps working it forward. And young McAdam, Charlie's been working really well. Like, he cut the ball, he helped that first foray into the forward line, then he pushed right back and sort of cut that off through the centre. So his work rate's been really good, and he's played a little bit more inside than he normally does tonight.
as we see Sam Smith's back in there.
Philo's back in the middle, Eilett's in the middle. Got Grewers in the middle as well. Sam Smith goes up for the ruck. Wins a tap down to Gallagher. Gallagher goes inside 50 with a long wobbly sort of kick. Will Farah caught behind. And the ball goes out of bounds.
Southern Districts seem to have a stranglehold on this game. Got the lead out to 16 points. As numbers flood back for Nightcliff.
Nightcliff are rolling everybody up into the half of the ground, Boof. Look familiar?
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, that's the modern game these days. You got to get up over halfway.
So here we go, ball thrown back in.
One by Nightcliff.
Here's Philo, just sees that one over the line. Another boundary throw in. Nightcliff worked their way back into it, didn't they? Well, in that third quarter, but yeah, Southern Districts looking good real early here in the final quarter.
Yeah, again, it's just been, at this stage, just been their fundamentals. They've done well. They've been clean off the deck, and their structures have worked really well, and they've put Sam Smith into the ruck.
Seems to work well. Umpire calls that one play on. Guerra gets a quick handball out. Sam Smith with a nice tackle. Ball comes back inside 50. Here's Will Farah on the charge. Does well, gets handball out the back. Farah receives again. Gets tackled. Umpire calls that one holding the ball. Holt Fitz plays on quickly. Was that the Gaelic football style
brilliant.
again? Does it real well, does Ogden. Goes in the McLaughlin area. They're just charging through the Crocs now. There's been a free kick pinged.
Off the ball, holding against Holmes, was it? Yep.
Townsend, I think, is it?
Oh, Townsend, sorry, yes. Thank you, Darren.
Says Brad Valance. Taking his time. Umpire telling him to hurry up. Now calls play on. Goes on the left. Centering kicks just over everyone's head. So that one's gone over. Thanks to Simon Deary. Another boundary throw.
Let's have another boundary throw.
I know, the boundary umpires are definitely earning the cash tonight, aren't they?
Yeah, I think Kathy Flynn, the boundary umpires, had probably 80% of the throw-ins, poor girl.
She's into it. She's doing a ripping job. Sam Smith with a tap down straight to Eilert. He gets wrapped up straight away. Umpire puts the whistle away. Ball pops out over the back, and that one's over the line, and we'll have another boundary throw in.
Dean Staunton gets those legs pumping, doesn't he, Darren?
He does. He's very quick when he gets going. There's footage of him actually a few years ago where I think he was running in, had a bounce and tripped over his own feet. So pretty sure it went viral, but yeah, if you want to laugh, look that up.
There you go. Follow out of traffic. Dropped mark. The Staunton. Spotty's flying around at the moment. Umpire's picked out a free kick.
Holding off the ball. James Bell just sort of pulled Sean Wilson back down to the ground when he tried to get away from the contest. Or Kyle Cossack, I should say. Apologies.
So it's all the Crocs back here at ground level, although Farron James gets ripped down in a great tackle from Thorne, and he's pinged for holding the ball.
Geez, his work race defensively has been good tonight, Thorne.
Has been good. He's been, he's had a great night. He and his discipline too has been good tonight. He's really played a good game.
Chopped off there to Daniel Bowles. So he comes across ground to Liam Holt Fitz. He's got a loose player over the top in Paris. Paris comes back into the middle of the ground, finds Phil Wills.
This is where they dry up, and this is where Districts have done really well. They've rolled back and they just cut off the avenue of attack.
Need to take a few risks here, I think.
And risk they do, but it doesn't come off. Here's Eilert, just bangs it out of there quickly. He's Holt Fitz off the deck, misses it. Follows up with the big tackle.
You're in a little bit of trouble there, Dino.
So Paris, no, Holt Fitz will get the free kick. Looking to give it off, handballs to Paris. Paris goes down the line, that's a disappointing finish. Puts it out of bounds on the full.
Unforced turnovers for the quarter have been 4 each, both from Nightcliff and Southern Districts.
10 minutes gone, it's Districts by 16 points. Gallio. That one's tapped over the line from Kale Cossack. We'll have another boundary throw in.
10-3 inside 50s Districts way for this quarter too, Nick.
There you go. They're in full control. Only 10 minutes gone too in this final quarter. Philo, quick hands. Kick. They just get the kick away. Umpire says play on. Wilson goes without it. Ball pops out the back. Here's Staunton. Just drops the ball. Umpire says play on. Now can Nightcliff get it off half back? Cossack. Good attack on the footy there from Mummery. Here's Philo. Looping handball, bit of a hospital ball. Sam Smith does well, gets out of the tackle. Clinton Gallio with quick hands. Sam Smith, he's having a blind in his final quarter, but gets wrapped up from Sean Wilson. Does well, great tackle. He just looks a bit proppy. That's a dangerous kick. Just with one duke, if you don't mind, there from Daniel Bowles.
He'll want to kick the ball long. And there it is.
Yeah, that's a dangerous kick when Will Farrer's standing underneath it.
There it is.
I do not know how many times I've got to say, Clayton Hobbs, there's been a lot of Gaelic style sort of stuff going on tonight.
Kick it to me, kick it to me.
I don't know what the hell's going on. Anyway, Brendan Ruscott with the kick to centre half forward. Valance long in the Farrer direction. If it stays in, he's a chance. Farrer tries to sell some candy, goes off a step. Across the face. And they keep it in.
Got to move it here, move it quick.
They've got to go real quick.
Yeah.
12 minutes
this
gone.
But there's no movement forward of the football. It's all back behind the ball. No one's hitting up to open up space for someone else.
And that's is a dodgy kick. And just like that, over the line, and we'll have a boundary throw in. It's like they don't want to get it forward well.
No, it's just really strange. Like they've got people forward of the football and there's space in front of them to try and create from behind, and they just don't do it. So then Districts just set their zone and look after space.
And they go.
James Bell.
They win it again. So the ball comes inside from Abbott. Bit of a dodgy kick. Wheeler. McLaughlin goes backwards. In contest at centre half back. Ball's popped out. Philo with quick hands. Now what can they conjure up here? Brewer. Need to take a bit of risk. Butcher charges through but goes without the football. So the ball's coming back inside 50. Mummery flies from the side. They've done well, Nightcliff, to hold that one up. Attacking kick. Nice little tap on. They're in space here now.
One catch, Boyo.
Paris taps it over volleyball style. And they've stunk it up. And it's coming back out through. Come again. Come again. So James Bell inside 50. Mummery all by himself. Goes the banana. Just like that. And you would think that's enough from the Crocs to get this one home well.
Yes, it was really well done. You know, that Jonathan Paris was ran into forward 50, just fumbled the ball, and District's got numbers back, and they really worked their back half tonight. And I just think that young Sean Martin's done a really good job on Mulver Hill, and he was part of that defensive act. And you know, Brody Lake's done a fantastic job playing in the ruck as they run ruckman down.
So banana, what would you go there, Buff?
Once again, that's the right foot side, so
I'd say use my left.
The great man.
115 goals in one season, Darren?
Yeah, that was 2011.
Premiership year.
Very good team that year.
115 goals, 37 something, Nick.
Really?
For the big Buff that year.
Right. What a unit. Dropped mark on the outer wing there from Simon Deary over the line.
It's not bad delivery when you got Andrew McLeod, Cameron Eilert, Jared Eilert, Jason Rowe, Shannon Rusker, Cameron Roberts. Right. It's not bad delivery, is it?
Yeah, no, we had a very good team that year.
Very handy.
One of the most enjoyable years, I think, that one. Popped up on my Facebook memory the other day. Aged a bit.
So ball pops in. Farron James gets the hands out. Brody Philo has been serviceable tonight with the kick. Big tackle there from Gallio. Holt Fitz with a quick snap over the shoulder to the top of the square. Eilert down there. Holt Fitz went after his own ball. Handball's there from Martin.
And runs on again, Martin. Rebounds outside 50 and turns the ball over.
Philo. It's come off the side of his boot. Staunton chops that one off and they are away. So Valance drops that one. It's scrappy here. Here's Farron James. Handball over the top. Farron James might get it back. He just overruns it though. Holt Fitz held on to. Umpire says play on. And the Crocs just doing enough and in control down back. McAdam. And away again. A long kick down the line is a good one to Mummery. So he kicks up to centre half forward. Here's the big unit in Miles. You'd think it's coming back. Nice hands. Oh, I missed the target. There's Townsend. It's a better kick. And Eilert's away on the outer wing. A rare thumble for that man. Throws it on the right. Sam Smith. Fantastic in the air. He just hangs in the air that little bit long, doesn't he, Walt?
Yeah, he's really athletic, and you know his vertical jump is impressive, and he's played in the ruck, and he's played in the ruck for the majority of this quarter.
It's an absolute ripper game.
Lance has really worked hard at centre half forward.
So Valance. It's a nice kick to McLaughlin. He just goes without it. Turns around, not clever kick to a dangerous spot. It's all Crocs at ground level. Snap over the shoulder. Looks pretty good, no, just to the left. And through for a behind.
3 goals, 1 for the quarter, Crocs. Nightcliff yet to trouble the scoreboard.
You're watching 7-2's coverage of the NTFL thanks to TIO, Naffles, Apia and MacArthur River Mining. As Wilson receives a ball in the middle of the ground, takes off, it's a handball out. Cossack inside 50. It's a missed opportunity again for Nightcliff. Beautiful snap on goal.
Mulvihill's first goal for the game. Sean Martin slipping over at the crucial moment and probably which cost him. Yeah, just turned him inside, and he's a really good finisher. Like, I mean, he knows where the goals are, and he finished off really well, and that's his first for the night.
Back to 17 points, 19 minutes gone in the final quarter. 3 goals, Woof. What's your thoughts?
Nah, she's all over.
Don't want to play it up or anything, or?
I did tip Nightcliff, so I'm a bit disappointed, but
yeah, you're filthy.
Josh Inzin's in the ruck against John O'Miles.
Can't see him kicking 3 goals.
Here we go. So Philo misses the target. Thorne inside 50. Pops out the back. Is Valance. Gets wrapped up. Will's there for Nightcliff. Eilert. A rare thumb ball. Gets a handball away. Nightcliff run it off half back. Attacking kick into the middle of the ground. His Holt fits. Goes back out wide. They've got runners out wide. Gets held up for the moment. Perez is told to play on. And the kick is a disappointing one. And Trent Melville sees it over for Nightcliff. Inside attacking 50 though. And he figured need a quick goal, Walt.
Yeah, they moved the ball pretty well. Then they had people actually hitting up at the ball carrier, and Liam Holt-Fitz has been active through that area, through the midfield, and then they threw the ball out wide, and that's what they need to do. They try and stretch out districts as much as they can.
Sam Smith with the quick kick. And that one's over the line. We'll have a boundary throw in, will we? Yes.
Yep.
How you feel? Southern Districts have just done enough.
Quarter will go about 23, 24 minutes, I'd say, with the goals they've kicked. 4 goals for the quarter.
So Philo reading that best. Butcher holding on to McAdam. Clever play there from Ruska. It's a kick away. Will's there for Nightcliff. Here's Wheeler. Nice hands there from Morris over the Butcher. Now they can attack Nightcliff. Kick to centre half forward. Sam Smith there again. Mummery with the handball. Here's Holt-Fitz. Keeps his feet. Gets a snap away. But again,
Sean
Martin's done an absolute number. Oh, the big boy here. Innes has gone down. Gets a handball back to McAdam. So Ogden just settles the ship and finds Gallio. That's a nice looking kick to McLaughlin, although he drops a mark. McLaughlin goes to ground. Butcher misses a tackle. Good pressure coming from behind from big Roger Morris, who does not own a menswear store, Buff.
Not anymore.
No. And
there it is, 23 minutes gone, and the siren goes.
There we have it. Nightcliff not good enough in the end. 7-5-47 to Districts. 9-10-64. It's an interesting game, Walt.
Yeah, it was. Nightcliff worked themselves back into that third quarter, but District sort of I just thought they were a little bit cleaner, a little bit more structured, and used the ball a little bit better.
Yeah, definitely an interesting game. Well, that's enough from us. Gentlemen, thanks for joining me, Wal, and Darren Ewing, all the best for your future son. But it was Southern District's too good in the end, 9-10-64 to Nightcliff 7-5-47. We'll see you next week right here on 7-2.